We've all been seeing the latest development, or most of us have been tracking the latest development that's been taking place as a result of the coup that took place in Niger. Most especially the threat from the leaders of ECOWAS that they would use force. That is, they are trying to say they will intervene militarily if the democratically elected leader is not reinstated in Niger. So my own take on this is that we have found ourselves in a very unfortunate situation, and that if care is not taken, that is, if the leaders in ECOWAS do not tread cautiously, the whole region, the West African region, will be caught up in an unending conflict. At least for now, it's not as if that there is absolute peace in the whole region. There is still a level of insecurity across the West African hemisphere. So, for the leaders of ECOWAS to be saying at this point in time that they are going to send, or they are going to use force, that is, after the 1 week ultimatum has ended, they are going to use force if Bazoum is not reinstated as president. That is what they are trying to say. I feel that it's a disgrace. It's a shame to see that leaders, whether it's ECOWAS or it doesn't matter, whatever part of Africa they are from. I know that most of these leaders in ECOWAS, I know that they are Western puppets. Most of them they've been bought over by the Western powers. They are very corrupt. They've been bribed, and they don't have any sort of dignity in them. There's no true sense of dignity or patriotism in most of these leaders. So they are always willing to take decisions that are not profitable to the African continent, but decisions that are always profitable to Western interest, neo-colonial interest. We all know that's the game that's playing here. So if they happen to send military troops, of which out of all those countries in the West African hemispheres, particularly these ECOWAS countries, ECOWAS is supposed to be an economic bloc, not a military bloc. So we all know that most of those countries, the majority of them, they don't even have the military means or capability at this point in time to carry out a military operation in Niger. And for the time being, this period, the president of Nigeria is chairing the ECOWAS association. And when you take account of the close proximity between Nigeria and Niger, you know that most of the attacks, if a war breaks out as a result of the carelessness of ECOWAS leaders, Nigerians are going to pay a very big price. Because when you look at it, Nigeria is very close to Niger. And at this point in time, the president of Nigeria is chairing ECOWAS. So Nigeria will be a high value target for the Nigerians. Niger will be a high value target for Niger. And what's this going to lead to? Loss of lives in Nigeria, loss of properties, destruction of infrastructures. It's not going to make the economy any more better than it is now. Inflation is going to increase. There's going to be massive displacement of people within Nigeria, and there's going to be a lot of deaths. I don't think it's reasonable or it's worth it for Nigerian president to send Nigerian forces and in conjunction with forces from the West African countries, the other West African countries, to intervene militarily. And we all know it's not a hidden thing. Anybody that has two eyes that can see what is happening. When you look at the trend, we all know that the Western colonial powers are mounting pressure. They're mounting a lot of pressure on the leaders of ECOWAS to do what they want to do. So in all what I've just said, what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to signal out there is that Mr. President, the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a Nigerian, uses this platform to plead to you not to cave into the pressure that is being mounted on you by the imperial powers. I'm saying do not take a decision that would put the lives of Nigerians at risk. Nigerians are already going through hell. What we are going through internally now in Nigeria is already enough. Some people can no longer bear with the hardship that is going on in the country. So, Mr. President, Your Excellency, we do not want further crisis. We do not want conflict. Not certainly this time with our neighbor, Niger. We don't want conflict with them. We don't want to war with them. Let them resolve their own issues by themselves. They are a sovereign country. Do not infringe into their sovereignty as a nation. Let them be in a position to make their own decisions and reach whatever decision that is fine by them. So all I'm trying to say to Nigerian citizens is, Mr. President, please do not put us in a situation that will lead to more problems than we already have here in Nigeria. And I hope that the leadership in Nigeria, in conjunction with ECOWAS, they can see the writings on the wall, know that there is going to be a high price, there's going to be ramifications and consequences that will come as a result of any careless and thoughtless decision that peradventure is taken. So that's what I'm trying to say.